Well, for people like you, and you're one of a breed of young entrepreneurs who not only run large enterprises themselves, but also invest in so many other startups. So I've always wanted to ask one of you, what gives you greater pleasure, running your own company or dabbling in other people's enterprises?
I think we don't really dabble. I would call it support. It's a good question, Udayan, but look, there is no right or wrong answer to this. Both are very different in their own ways. When you're running your own company, you have a lot more control on the destiny of the business. However, all your eggs are in one basket. Whereas when you're investing, you can vicariously benefit from just learning about so many different industries and building such great relationships with so many founders who are fantastic in their own ways. But you don't have much control on the destiny of any of those businesses. You can support, advise, give them access to your network, but not much else beyond that. So they're both very different, and at least I find myself to be in a very fortunate position where, while we have our own operating businesses, but at the same time, vicariously, I can relish the joy of other good businesses getting built out, which are touching the lives of millions and millions of people. The other thing I think which is very important is it also allows one, like an operator like me, to continue to stay relevant, intellectually relevant, because the technology world is very, very dynamic. And it's very easy to become a dinosaur where you live in your own bubble of your own subsector in the technology world, and the winds of change can change on you very, very fast. And so just continuing to know what's going on in the world of software or AI or financial services, etc., or other sectors which may or may not be directly related to one's own operating business, that's hugely beneficial.
But are there pros and cons? Like, I mean, the learnings that you speak about from other kinds of businesses, do they overweigh what can become a distraction? Because you invest in so many companies, is it easy to find mind space for all of them, even in a supporting role compared to the pulls and pressures of your own business?
Yeah, I think many other people have achieved a lot more in the same 24 hours that I have. So I feel comparatively, I'm probably doing less justice to the 24 hours I have in the day. But so I don't think I don't think it's as much of a burden in any ways. It does take time from the point of view that there is a sense of responsibility that any investor should feel. When founders who are just starting up take capital from someone like us, they are not only looking for the capital, they are also looking for mentorship, support, etc., which for us and for me is a bigger draw. When I was starting my company, 15, 16 years ago, along with my good friend Rohit Bansal, there was no mentorship network, there was no support system, there was nothing known as a startup, which is now part of national parlance. It was just a business, and there was no domestic capital ecosystem. And at least the thought process I always had was that if at any point we had the good fortune of giving back to the ecosystem with our time, with our network, with our own learnings, we must, and obviously capital if it's available, we must do that. So it's incredibly fulfilling, it's incredibly gratifying to see that we played a small part in the journey of so many founders who now touch the lives of millions of people in India and around the world.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.